What's up, y'all? This is Henny. And today I want to talk about IGTV, how to get the best out of it using Luma Fusion on your phone or your iPad, and really just how to use it in the best way. I mean, as well as some other tips and tricks for your Yep, let's go.
The business.
So there's a lot of talk about IGTV, how to use it, when to use it, and what it should be used for. My main thing is to make sure that everybody out there, everybody that's following your boy, can get the best programs, and the best tips to get the best looking IGTV videos. Now, I've put up a couple videos already, and I've done some research and trying to figure out what is the best way to actually engage on Instagram. Because let's break this down. There are now 4 ways to engage on Instagram. Number 1, you have your feed. What do you put in your feed now? What is it that you engage with your followers and all that on your feed? Number 2, you have your stories. I feel like that's your everyday content. That's the most random things that you can put up. And, you can be very playful with your story, but you can also go live in your stories. That's number 3. Now, going live is a whole nother interaction, but the main thing is to actually be interacting with your followers. And number 4 now is IGTV. And that's a whole new way to give long form content to your followers, to your community, but you can also engage with them as well now, versus your stories having to engage in direct messages and things of that sort. So let's break down how we do this in Luma Fusion real quick. All right, so check this out. This is a video that I did on Instagram TV, breaking down a record that I, created using a couple apps on my iPad. As you know of what I do, you want to make sure when you're recording, specifically on a camera that is not your phone. I recorded my Instagram TV video basically with this camera right here. This is the RX 100. Let me get that in the frame. The RX 100 Mark V. And what I did was I shot everything like this, and I actually had it top down facing my my iPad, and then I did other takes where I faced it towards me, and I had it faced up this whole time like this. And I made sure that I could try to shoot in 4K. Why? Because you can actually still get the best quality. To me, it'll look even crisper on something like Instagram TV. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your project is set up by 9:16, right? Now, if you did go ahead and you didn't shoot in a vertical way, but you shot horizontally, you can still put this in Instagram TV, but you have to make sure that your project file is still set up to be a 9:16. If you're in Luma Fusion and you want to spice up this video that's already horizontal, I would go ahead and put a picture or some type of graphic behind your video. So you could do something like this where, you could have a picture of whatever you're talking about behind your video. So this kind of gives it a way to still engage in a vertical format. And if you don't want to take away from the actual video that you're using, just use Luma Fusion to blur the content out of the background. So use right here, go to this blurred thing, maybe Gaussian blur, maybe 10%. And so now it's kind of blurred in the background, but you actually have your whole screen filled up. So this is one way, if you're doing horizontal video, to actually kind of get the content looking good. Make sure when you frame your video up that you actually have everything in that frame. And so you can see as I'm going through these clips, I had everything kind of framed in. It worked well. Now you do your normal edits, you chop it, you do everything you need to do. When I exported the file, I went to movie, I went to photos, and I actually exported it in a resolution of 2K. Now I tried 4K. For some reason, transferring that file from my iPad to my phone gave me some issues. So I did 2K, a little bit bigger than 1080p. Basically, when Instagram is compressing your video, they're gonna compress the hell out of it. And so I did it at a resolution of 2K. I did the video codec, it's HEVC, H265, and then I exported the video. And then I would just airdrop it right to myself here on my phone. Once I airdropped it to my phone, get my captions together, get a good thumbnail for it, do the same things that you would do for YouTube. The cool thing that I learned from IGTV versus some of the other platforms on Instagram is that it actually can be shareable. So you can put links in the caption and the links will work. Say for instance, you're promoting a product or promoting whatever you're doing. Maybe you're promoting your YouTube page. You can actually put youtube.com/Henny the Business, visit my site, whatever, if the video's longer, or maybe you just wanted to do, a promotion to get people to get to this YouTube platform and the link is clickable. Or maybe you're selling merchandise, or maybe you're selling a product. Now you don't have to go to link in bio and do all of these things. It'll be right there in your caption. So make sure if you have a caption and you have some, link that you want to promote, that you put the link in your description on your IGTV video. I'll put a link to the video that I actually just edited last week for you guys to check out if you have not seen that yet. What I love about LumaFusion for this is the orientation is easy, up-resing the video, to 2K, 4K. It's not an issue. And you're doing all of this with your phone or your iPad. So it makes the process very simple. If you're on the go and you want to shoot something quick, but still make a good looking content, you can go and do that with no issues. Now, I think there's so many people out there that want to just get followers super quick, regardless, there's all these videos of how do I get 10,000 followers in a week, or, how do I get 100,000 followers in a month? To me, it really doesn't help you build your brand. Now you're getting these followers quick. They're not getting a chance to understand who you are, what you're selling. And the followers are just as quick to leave as they are to follow. Being fast or doing things faster and being organic, you can't do both things at the same time. So if you want to build an organic following, just understand that patience is the key to everything. Make sure you understand your platforms and how to put things up on each platform. Now, like I said before, there's 4 ways to engage on Instagram now. I think that, the people who are going to master this are going to realize that Instagram wants you to use, your feed as your feed, your captions, your good pictures, your engaging stories, your engaging, little moments that you've had. That goes on your feed. That's, where everybody's going just every day. Your random things that you're doing, throughout a day, that's going on your story, making sure that you use the proper hashtags to draw people in. If I'm going live, I want to make sure that I'm still engaging while I'm live, because that's the way to really build your brand recognition when you're on live. I see too many people just go on live and they'll just look every once in a while, and it's not a real way to engage with those that follow you, that are actually watching you. Start to engage, start to, people probably ask you questions, or, want to know a little bit more what's going on with you. Be very conversing when you're live. And now with this IGTV, give people great content that's going to draw them back into everything that you're doing. I wouldn't suggest just taking your 15-second story videos and then just putting on IGTV. Now you could do it, but it's very redundant and it's not really helping your brand. It's just cluttering the space. So that's what I have for IGTV. That's what I've learned so far. And if you put the great content in the right spots, you're going to get, more people to engage with you in a way that works well for Instagram. And then, you can do everything else for all your other platforms. So that's that. I wanted to be quick with this one. I give you my thoughts on IGTV, mixed with LumaFusion, mixed with your boy, and give y'all a little, what do I say stuff? No, listen, I just want to make sure you're up on these platforms, that you're using them to build your brands, and that you're getting the most value out of all of these things, specifically when you're doing it with your iOS devices. You know how I do, baby! Hopefully that was a little something. Hope you got something from that today. If you're not following your boy, it's cool, because you're gonna find a video that you're like, yo, I like this guy. And then you're gonna hit subscribe. Hey, I don't know, maybe. Just, get with me, and I'm gonna get with y'all. You know how we do. I'll be back in the next one, man. Hope y'all have a good 4th of July, and if you're not in the United States, hope you guys have a good week. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Henny!